these things. So yeah, that's just a few examples here in Google Earth, Google Maps. Just to finish with the online system quickly, because I see that we're running out of time. If I go back to MapMaker, let me see, MapMaker is either mapmaker.google.com or the other way around, google.com/mapmaker. And here I have also my changes. I can moderate, and I've been recently added ASF to PSI in DRC. You see, it's changes pending moderation. So change on October 6th, it's still there. Very few people active in DRC, and maybe I should call out to a moderator to say, hey, just validate this point. Published changes here, PSI Burundi, Tanzania, Rwanda, and so on. They've all been mapped out. Now, quickly just to show you how easy it is to add a PSI office or a clinic or a pharmacy. Anybody can do this. Again, all it takes is a Google Maps or a Gmail account, and I have here, just by chance, coordinates of a health facility, a health center near Bahir Dar from that PSI Ethiopia data set. However, if I just look at the maps, I'm just going to get a few streets. The main town of Bahir Dar has been mapped out pretty well with mosques and post office and markets and so on. But as soon as I move to the district next door, which is still part of the metropolitan Bahir Dar, of the urban area, if that's what you could call it, there's nothing there. I could switch to satellite view, and if I've been there or if I have precise coordinates, now I know that this compound here, this building, is a health center, and it's called Abai Health Center, which means that now I can add a point and say this is a health facility, insurance, okay, it's a health facility. And I can now either put a point, a marker on the map, or draw the exact shape, the exact outline of the compound. For now, just to be faster, I'll just point on the map. And now I get this name. I can say this is Abai Health Center. And it's a health facility, accuracy, popularity, these different settings that you can... Popularity is not really how popular... Well, it's like... Should they show it on a very large or a very small scale? Are they only going to show it if you zoom in a lot, or if you want to see it as soon as you make a map of Ethiopia, you see that small health center? Probably not. So there's additional categories. Maybe we can find out whether it's public or private, and so on. Working hours, payment types, cash. I don't think they take Visa or MasterCard. Street address, I don't really have. But so you can fill out as many or as few details as you want. Description, location info, some of it has already been filled out for you. We know they detected that this is in Amhara State in West Gojam County, and that's all I need to do so far. Obviously, ideally, you'd have more information, but I don't. Actually, no, I do have a telephone number, which I can put in here, and let's see. I'm not making this up, so we can publish it. And even a mobile phone number, 91. There we go. And if I now save this, it will be listed as under my changes pending moderation. So for now, I'm the only one who can see this. Once it's been validated, the next time that they move from MapMaker to Google Maps, this will become publicly available data that anybody will see on their map, whether it's in Google Maps or Google Earth. So that's how easy it is. Of course, our 12,000 points, we don't want to be adding them one by one. That would take a lot of time, which is why we can rely on those Google engineers we just provide them Excel files. Once it's uploaded, we can make changes. We can add one or two, or find that the name is wrongly spelled or the location is slightly offsite. We can correct those things. So I'll again quickly just switch to Google Earth for the last few examples. Since we were in Ethiopia, this will give you an idea of how you can organize your data sets into folders. It's really very easy to, you have a default location, and the last trip I did here was in Kathmandu, but you can change your default location. I can now go to, again, Ethiopia, so I have all these folders. These are the different countries for which I have some data mapped out in Ethiopia. And I have layers, so I could choose between a map that shows the pure school distribution program, Sidama Health Post, Health Kit and ITN distributions, Bahir Dar facilities, That's what we've seen before. Here, these are all the health facilities, which I can now expand like this, and I can choose to hide or to show the labels, the names of those places. Or I can, what is called, to mouse over and just point at one. Now here there's two, a hospital and a health center in the same town. If you notice Salam Health something. And click on one of these. So maybe here, this one, Yimby Health Center, and find out, what's the exact name. It's a health center, Oromia region. The PSI distributed 69 kits that did not include ITNs. The colors, I think, show those hospitals and facilities that did receive ITNs, and those, or LLINs, I'm not sure what they are exactly here. This data set was prepared by our MIS officer in Ethiopia, so it's not just myself doing this, but the idea is really that people do it themselves and don't have to rely on me, which is why we have the training on these tools. And from experience, I can really say that it's very easy, and you'll see for those of you who will attend the session after this that it takes a couple of hours, I guess, to learn the whole thing. Within a half an hour, you can learn how to move your data from Excel up to Google Earth, provided that obviously you have those GPS coordinates and can locate your places. Sidama Health Posts, just to show, this is what this is. So you can get a description of your the data that you're mapping out. So this is Health Post Kit Distribution and Training Project. So an Ethiopia and UNICEF project. And okay, illustration only. This was just some sample data. But if I now switch this on, I can see different folders. There's health posts, and which are organized by district. So I could choose. Let's see if I can go just to one area, one district here, and I can see which facilities, which health posts are part of that. And I can find. Oh, here we go. This is a health post in that town, and altitude, and health extension worker is called Hannah Meto, and didn't retrieve training, but received a type A full